In this time of her life, Tiwa Savage say she's willing to be someone's second wife. In this time of her life, she's open to the thought of being someone's second wife. Just imagine being married as the first wife and as the only wife, and leaving your husband for cheating just to be a second wife to another person. See, for those of you who know me, I do not have anything against women being second wife. In fact, I support it. I allow it. I like it. Let me be honest with you guys. I have nothing against it. But when you have the opportunity, or when you have had the opportunity to be a first wife, and you were actually a first wife, you can't come up for that marriage just to be second wife. That is called stupidity. I will not support that kind of narration, that kind of storyline. But there is nothing wrong with being a second wife. For example, if you be like say your husband buy, there's nothing wrong. Or for example, if you have never been married before and you don't almost reach menopause, there is nothing absolutely wrong of you being a second wife. Or maybe if you are in an abusive relationship and you left, there is nothing wrong about you being a second wife or a third wife. But when you were married before and you left the marriage, all because of cheating, to be a second wife or to another man, there are absolutely everything wrong with that. For me. For me. And this girl, this woman, a very well known, respected superstar, is making all sorts of comments. I think Tiwa Savage, for all those kind of talk cho interview me she dey do, she's killing her brand. I'm telling you, she's killing her brand. This is what retirement looks for her. This is what she's killing her brand for making all sorts of all those comments going around talking about being a second wife.
Would Those you? Are the best ones.
I think so. I don't know. Maybe I could be a second wife.
Would Those you? Are the best ones.
I think so.
You really would do that?
I could be a second wife. Oh God, is that not good? Because if well, they're gonna be like,
no. I feel like they're pre-trained. They're potty trained at that point.
potty trained.
Yeah, I feel like that's for the better. That's how I look at it.
You just have to get along with the first wife.
Yeah, and she's gonna love me because I'm not gonna be troublesome.
If they have
I'm
kids.
gonna be going on tour. I'm not really gonna stress
She
you.
could come to the show.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Like I'm very respectful. I know that you're the first wife, and all of that, and
So nobody would really have to cheat on you. They could
exactly
let you know, like.
Yeah, like I don't have a problem with that. Like, yeah, but I feel like a lot of women are gonna have a problem with me saying that.
Well, no, I don't. I mean, I think that people have to also understand that it's different. There's all kinds of relationships that people are okay with.
Yeah.
And so it's an individual choice. If you're like, I would be a second wife, I have no problem with that. I don't think anybody should have a problem with that.
Yeah.
No. But I didn't grow up like, listen, I'm from New York.
Feminism don't go crash for Nigeria. Don't they crash all over the world? Feminism is crashing. So, according to what she talk, she has problem with cheating. She has problem with a man cheating. That is a man lying. But she doesn't have a problem with a man marrying. So Tiwa Savage, for example, she was married to T Bliss. So is Tiwa Savage saying that if T Bliss had told her that, see, I want to marry another wife, Tiwa Savage will agree? If T Bliss tell and say, okay, you are my first wife, Tiwa Savage, we are married, but I still feel like marry another wife, will she have agreed? Every woman, all those kind of women, they are so okay with being second wife because of no other choice. But they will never be okay of being a first wife to a man who want to marry a second wife. She said she has issue with cheating, that the man necessarily do not have to cheat. She knows the man has a wife already. But you were a first wife, and you wouldn't have allowed your husband to marry another woman, and you left your husband because of cheating and other irresponsibility, and now you are agreeing to be a second wife to someone else. Make it make sense, guys. Make it. Feminism, you guys are honestly falling my hands, man. See, I've said it before that
Know what that is.
I've said it before that I do not have any issue, or I do not discourage anybody who want to be a second wife, but I will have issue with a woman who was married before and left that man for his cheating just to be a second wife to another man. Because if you be a second wife to another man, the man will also marry a third wife as well. He will marry a fourth wife as well. You can't stop. But while you were married to that man as the first wife, would you have allowed that man, or would you have encouraged that man to marry a second wife instead of him cheating? Tiwa Savage for will would Tiwa Savage add Tiwa Savage would Tiwa Savage for advice T Bliss, say T Bliss, please, instead of you cheating, go and marry a second wife, and go and marry a third wife, go and marry a fourth wife. No, she left, but she want to be a second wife to a man, assuming that man first wife will agree. Women, they are confused. They are confused, guys. They are confused, fella. They are confused, fella. Tiwa Savage. Okay, guys. Let me know exactly how you feel about that. Let's talk about Seyi Tinubu. Seyi Tinubu did something humanitarian recently for an actress when Seyi Tinubu gave one actress 20 million naira because the actress was arrested and something happened to the actress, this particular actress there. Look at her.
God bless you, Mr. Seyi Tinubu. God bless you, sir. This means a lot and it will go a long way.
Okay, the actress usually sell in public space. I don't know whether to gain attention or maybe to, according to her, she's doing it for charity, sharing the food. So one time, Lagos task force cleared her goods. Her name is Sarah Mantis. Let's check. What happened to her. Sarah Mantis. Let's check what happened to her, guys. Yeah, this is what she does. She cooks in public place. She's also an actress, and after cooking she also shared the food as well. She also shared the food to viewers. So there was this time Lagos task force came and threw her things out. Obviously they are doing their job. You are not supposed to be selling in public spaces, without approval. So this was it. They came, they threw at things, they seized her stuff, and somehow something poured on her, and she was crying. And Tinubu came in and assisted her with 20 million naira. And according to what that woman was saying, that brought the money, they say, make you take and get shop, make you take and get a place to do your stuff, no be for public. You understand? And Tinubu even came out to clarify it. According to what he said, I have been informed that some friend of mine, moved by compassion, raised funds to support a young woman. He not be able to do himself. Now, friend of his, now they go donate money on behalf of Tinubu to give that woman. Damn. Yeah. That kind of thing dey happen. You just sit down on your own. People they do charity on your behalf as a young man, and you know where I look by. Raise funds to support a woman who has an encounter with the law over environmental violation. Their intention, I believe, was to help her secure a proper space to run her business, not to undermine the law. I appreciate their kindness and concern. That said, I must emphasize that while their hearts were in the right place, I do not support any act that violates the law of Lagos. Lagos strive on order, and Nigeria's strength depend on our collective respect for both our law and order. Empathy and patriotism must always go together. We can support people in need, but we must do so responsibly in a way that uplifts life while keeping faith with the rule and value that binds us as community. That's why I would say Tinubu talk. Well, the girl has gotten 20 million naira. So, girl, use them, enjoy yourself. Eh? Take them, enjoy yourself.